All right, now how do you approach today's gap up start? Are these permanent changes which have happened in the market, or it's like 2014 and 2019 when markets 10 days, 1 month after the election verdict, they actually hit a pause button? Will 2024 be different? Gautam, good morning. Thank you for joining us. If history is a benchmark to go by, post 2014 and 2019, the markets post the election verdict hit a pause button for next quarter or so. Do you think 2024 could be different?
Good morning, Nikunj. Yes, I think 2024 is going to be different, and actually, history has been quite a scary benchmark because even in 2004 and 2009, there was this feeling that 2000 post the decline in 2004 that markets will be correcting for the next few years, and markets came back. You had the best rally for the next 3 years, and even after 2009. But I think this is more of a sentimental, emotional reaction. And in 2024, we enjoy the kind of liquidity that we did not enjoy in the previous years and those previous election years. So I think in that sense, India's positives are far greater. And remember, for the last 5 months, the Nifty actually delivered no returns till last Friday. We started the year at 22,000. We were at about 22,400. And with what has happened yesterday and today and what is likely to happen tomorrow, it does seem as if the market is setting up for a much bigger rally because we have our own positives, India's outperformance in the globe, and the fact that the market is handling global issues beautifully and with a lot of maturity. So I do believe that there is going to be continuity to this rally as well, and a possibility of a add up of about 1,000 points on the Nifty is quite possible.
1,000 point rally on the Nifty after 800 point rally, right?
I think so, Dipun, because if you look at the last 5 months, we've been in this 1,000 point band broadly, 22,000, 23,000. And if we were to snap out of this range on account of what has happened today and what is likely to happen tomorrow, a top of another 1,000 is quite possible.
Right. So Gautam, where within Nifty for that 1,000 point move is the leadership going to come in from? What are the three charts that you're betting most on within the index?
See, I think we seem to be in a sweet spot because there are just too many contributors for the Nifty right now. I mean, today, if you look at the large cap screen, just about everything is firing, which is great. And I do see a lot of underperforming stocks make a comeback. I wouldn't be surprised if an HDFC Bank were to deliver a 10 to 15% move, at least from here. And if that stock moves this big, for HDFC Bank, even a 15% move is big, I think that's going to help the Bank Nifty and the Nifty. So I think HDFC Bank, Reliance Industries and SBI are the three stocks that we are clearly betting on. SBI has been a favorite for a while. And I think ITC also could be one of the dark horses which could potentially do very well over the next 6 months. So we are actually now looking at underperformer stocks that didn't do so well in the last 5 months, but have the potential to move big now.
Reliance, HDFC Bank, and which is the third one you said?
SBI and ITC.
SBI and ITC. Okay. So would it be a prudent strategy now, let's say, to book profit out of small caps 10-15%, policy stocks, defense, railways, and move to these four large cap stocks?
I think so, Nipun, because, at levels of 23,000, the market is fairly valued in some sense. Till some time back, we were undervalued. People used to make that argument. So I think there is a possibility that over the next 3 months, you could have large caps do much better than mid caps and small caps. And even if somebody is in mid caps and small caps, it has to be in top quality names. I don't think these are levels where one can make commitments in defense and railway and PSU stock, because I think all the positives are getting priced in, and this could just be a blowout rally, which might not continue for too long. So yes, moving capital into top quality large caps could be the theme for the next 3 to 6 months.
What about the other side of the trade, the policy stocks? Are they in the last lap, so to speak? Yes, 5-10% cannot be ruled out. That's, that could be sentiment, behavior, technicality at play. But is the risk-reward ratio now completely moving away for investors who are owning or want to still hold on to policy stocks?
It's a tough call. I think these stocks have seen a lot of relative strength and they have great momentum. And we have seen it in earlier bull markets. You don't fight trends, you don't fight momentum. So, any of these pockets where we continue to see strength and we continue to see those stocks moving with the Nifty, you just tag along. I think this is a market where you don't overanalyze. You play test cricket. You don't look at getting in, getting out on a daily basis. Markets have been very rewarding just by holding on. And I think that should be the mantra.
Gautam, is there any sector leadership or trend that you're foreseeing? I know you mentioned two of the banking names amidst the large caps, HDFC Bank and SBI, but that largely on the back of their non-performance in the last lap of the rally, or in fact year to date, or even longer than that in the case of HDFC Bank. But can you say that about the entire sector?
See, there are a couple of sectors in the market that we continue to like and we believe will deliver serious alpha over the next 6 months. Metals has been a favorite for the last 6 months, and I maintain my view that the metals index could appreciate 20-25% from here. So we are still looking at that entire basket, and I think over the next 4-5 days, the market will go back to normal mode. And I think the entire basket of metals should do well. Pharma, I think for the last 3 months has been in a band. I see a bigger breakout happening there. So all the top stocks, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Sun Pharma, Divi's Lab, I see them delivering supernormal returns. Thirdly, I think it has to be banks because, banks have been extremely volatile for the last 4 to 5 months. We've spoken enough. Banks have really not helped the Nifty do well. Today it is. But I think going forward, a 50,000 bank Nifty can easily become a 55, 57,000 bank Nifty. If SBI has to move to 1,000 plus, if HDFC Bank has to move to 1,700 plus, if ICICI Bank has to gain about 100, 150 rupees from here, I think the rally from here might be led by the bank Nifty. So these three pockets which I just spoke about is where my high conviction is.
Thanks very much for flagging off all of those stocks that you're looking at, as well as the sectors where we could see continued leadership.